Hello, true believers. Time to do another update. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I decided to do one today. And it is Heroes current grades. But before we do that, I wanted to update you on last year's grades. So that was 2022 to 2023 currently. So let's do last year's, which is school year copy of grades between 2021 to 2022. So here we go. We got the complete grades over here. Term 1, Term 2, Term 3. And you just want to focus on probably the final grades here, and these are different subjects. Filipino, he got an A minus. English, he got a B plus. Math, he got a B plus, which is, it's not an A, but it's at least better than a C, and it's better than a B minus. Science, he got an A. Araling Panlipunan, that's social science, he got an A minus. Christian living, A. Technology and livelihood and education, that's an A. Computers, he got an A minus because I'm not really good at computers. MAPE, which is music, arts, and physical education, you got an A plus, A, and A plus. And over here for robotics, he got an A over the whole entire, and B plus, and deportment is A plus. And deportment is behavior and attitude. So if the teacher likes your behavior and attitude, then you get an A, or in this case, A plus. So that was last year's, and he was actually, overall, he was, if you look at the average, he was a solid A. So that was, he had a silver achiever. Now that was last year's school year, which was all online. This year, what makes it difficult, what makes it challenging this year is that it is actually a hybrid, which is face-to-face, which is 3 days out of the 5 days out of the week. 2 days they do online, 3 days they actually do face-to-face. So it's going to be more challenging. I'm not going to be there helping him through every, when he's online, it's easy for me to help him. But when it's face-to-face, and of course I'm a parent, a good parent that cares, so I'm going to make sure he does well in all his classes, and it makes it accessible to me because it's online for me to help him. So this year it's going to be different because it's going to be, a lot of it's going to be face-to-face, especially a lot of his quizzes and evaluations. So a lot of this is going to be done face-to-face, and I'm not going to be there holding his hand. So let's take a look at what he has so far. So the good news is, as you look here, if I can get this thing to focus properly, his Filipino, he got an A, Filipino, he got a B, English, he's got a B, which is kind of ironic because you would think that he's fluent in English, he would get an A. But it's just like the mechanics, like the different grammars and different structures of sentences and different, all these rules that English has that is inconsistent. That's why it's hard to do well on. So, but at least he got a B on it. And mathematics, I was surprised, he got an A. So he obviously did well on his quizzes. And then science, he got a B plus. Araling Panlipunan, which is social science, he got an A minus. Christian living got an A. Technology and livelihood education, that's like practical stuff like accounting and I think like cooking, just like home ec stuff. And then computers, that's where he does his coding, he got an A. So I'm surprised he's able to do that on his own, because I have like no idea how coding is. It might as well be organic chemistry. And MAPE, music, arts, and physical education, he's got A plus, A, and A plus. So stream science, which is like chemistry and physics, he got an A plus actually, so go figure. So he did well on that. And robotics, he got an A plus. And deportment, I had to look this up. Deportment, like I said, is the behavior and your attitude, and he got an A minus, probably because he's not very vocal. He's not very, unless you call on him, he's not gonna actively engage. So, but it's better than a B, so we'll take that. And his average is an A minus, which means, so if you look at his average, he's got a, so So it says here, congratulations, the students below is a recipient of the following award for the first period of 22-23 term 1, and that is the bronze award. Hot dog. We're gonna take that. I mean, I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't giving any pressure on him. I go, hey, just as long as you're passing. I mean, I even said that, like, hey, there's nothing wrong with C, just as long as you can continue playing sports, and it's no problem. Then I didn't want to put any pressure with him because he's at a new school and new people, so I wasn't too concerned about his grades, just as long as they're passing. And the fact that he was able to get a bronze award is actually, we're elated that he got that. So I just wanted to share everybody that we just got this. I mean, because we got this official award. I mean, we saw the grades earlier, but we were kind of we didn't know if he was gonna still get a bronze award or not, and this was just like the official announcement. So that's the update with Heroes School. So I mean, he had everything until of course his ACL injury, and right now we're kind of zeroing in already on the doctor and the procedure that we're gonna go with, and I'm gonna do a separate video on that, on how we're gonna commence with how we're going to address his ACL injury. But at least we're taking care of, we were taking care of the academic part pretty good. Now the sports part, kind of the wheels fell off the wagon. Good news is that he got the bronze award, and we'll try again next semester, next quarter. If not, no big deal. We're happy with his performance academically either way. Anyway, that's the update. This is Bebotolni. Thanks for watching.